Okay, so in this video, we are going to explore some basic authoring functionality that you can use as an author when you are using the Layout Foundation app as a slide in your activity. So what I have here is I'm on the VLP and I am authoring an activity, so I'm in author mode. And I've got a the first slide is just our usual simple 2D text app. Nothing fancy here. But what we're going to do is we're going to add a second slide, and we're going to use the wall layout app, or I'm sorry, not the wall layout, the Layout Foundation app. So click this. That'll load up the Layout Foundation, and there we can see it right in, well, we can see it. We can see it. So what can we say as an author? So I'm still authoring. So what I can do as an author is I can set this scene up however I want. So I'm going to just kind of set a view up. Let's go ahead and add a few things in here too. Let's add a couple batter boards over here. So you can see we'll roll one that way, and throw one over here. And then just for the heck of it, let's put some strings between them like that, like that. Make a weird triangle layout. I don't know why you do this. Let's add a tape measure. Let's go ahead and move this this call out down to there, and let's just call that good. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to hit save, and what you'll see is I'm going to come back here now. That is the state that has been stored in our slide. So let me go ahead and name this. I'm going to go ahead and name this slide to be something like some stuff in the field. And I'm going to submit that. All right, I'm going to go ahead and save this activity. And then we're going to go and just see what this looks like in consumption. So here we go. I went back to consumption now, authoring. We closed out the authoring. So let's see what happens. So here is this is really what the end user would see, the student. We have our first one, which is the slide foundation. And then we jump over and look at that. We've got our weird layout going on with the props. Let's go ahead and edit this guy. And while we're in here, let's add a little bit more. So you'll notice that there is no description over here. There's nothing telling the student what to do. Actually, let me go back to consumption. The user is kind of in free play mode. They can do whatever they want. So they've got all their tools. They can come in here and adjust stuff and delete things. But if they come back and they refresh, they come back to that state, it'll come back in the state that it was. So the student can't delete anything, but they can't permanently delete anything if they want to get back to the state. So it's kind of a free play mode. But free play, I mean, what's the student going to do in here? They don't really have any objective. Maybe we should prompt them. So that's where the slide text comes in. So as an author, let me go back to authoring. Let's go back to this slide. I'm going to come over to this slide and I'm going to edit it. This time I'm going to add some text. And what you'll notice is it'll add this text for the user to see on the left side of the screen. So let's do something that says, this is the slide text. This is a great spot to explain things, explain concepts to the end user, or prompt them to do something. I'm going to save it at that. I'm going to go ahead and save that. We're going to save that slide out. Let's go back to activity. Let's save the activity. And then we'll go see what this looks like in consumption. So we're back to consumption. Let's go back to our intro. So here's again what the end user will see. You got layout foundation. You're going to jump over. We've still got our scene over here in the view that we set up. We do have the delete tool enabled. So if we take that off, you can still see that weird triangle scene we got. And then over here, as a student or as a user, I see the slide text that was authored into this. So slide text is a great spot to put context, to explain things to the user, to prompt them to do things.